Valerie, let's close with you on this question. How do you make sure that work is going into stakeholder decision in your pods?
Yeah, so I think that there are a couple different examples. One was one of my first projects. We were doing mostly usability testing, and we found that one of our key product offerings, had a decent amount of engagement, but we were hearing that a lot of folks were missing key call to action buttons that would enable them to use, the feature itself. And so this was in the category of what you might call low hanging fruit, but it was initially a little bit hard to get this prioritized because stakeholders already kind of had things set in the backlog that, were already getting ready to go out. And so this sort of was like a late, kind of midnight hour addition. Sometimes you get lucky, and I would call this a lucky situation because they were able to tie our recommendation to something that was already slated to go out. And so because of that, we got to see the impact of them, making a stronger call to action button, which increased the number of folks that were able to, engage with this particular offering. So that was a very tactical kind of boom, you see the change in numbers, something that's a little more diffuse. And I think to what Marilee was saying, because impact comes in so many forms, I would say slow burn impact is kind of a bigger exploratory study that I did with one of my colleagues, Natalie Scholes, when we were both at Klaviyo together earlier this year, or last year rather. God, 2023 is already here, right? So it was a diary study, and we worked with 15 of our customers, and we hung out with them digitally for about a month, and we learned so many different things, not just about our customers, but the ecosystems that they live in, because it's very easy to get very product and feature focused and then forget that these are whole people with whole lives. I was just on a research call recently, today, where the customer was in the store by themselves, holding down the storefront and doing the interview with me at the same time. So she literally had to pause to sell things. And it was customers in context, this is literally who we're supporting. She is in the store by herself. Of course she has to put me on hold. So anyway, the point being that there are these rich ecosystems that can get lost because we live in the product all day. So we start to think that that's the world, and it's not the world. So with this particular project, we came out with, not new nomenclature, but I would call it supplementary nomenclature to refer to the ecosystems that our customers live in. And that has taken it's taken about a year, but then we've heard recently that, the nice thing is that it's actually found reach outside of the product org within our organization. Other teams are interested in that language because it's a lot richer than describing the size of an organization. Who is this person in the organization? Do they make big decisions? Are they an executor? Are they a planner? Do they have a lot of organizational reach? Are they focused in one area? And so these were some of the questions that we came out of a more bigger research project with that were less tangible boom impact, but more other people are seeing the value in talking about our customers kind of not as these individual endpoints, but these nodes that are part of bigger arenas that we need to keep in mind as we design for them.
Oh, that's